Morning, folks. Back to our semi-regularly scheduled ramble. Rough start. Don't really know why. Slept like a rock. I didn't sleep in the van last night. Pilot and I went in the hotel, took a shower, and just never came back out. Felt good, I guess. I wonder if I think I slept good, but I didn't sleep good. You know what I mean? Like one of those. I don't know. Oh, rambling. Dude that works for the outlets here. I pretty much live at like the Kittery outlets, which are like pretty sad. There's a ton of like vacant like storefronts, which I'm assuming is contributed due to like all the online shopping. That's my guess. Don't know for a fact, but that's my guess. In fact, it's the most logical reason that outlets wouldn't do well, you know? Or, I mean, it's the most reason any store doesn't do well nowadays. But yeah. Oh. Dude that works for the outlets. Like maintenance guy, you know. I'm parked up. There's like a little maintenance shack back here. Ran into him yesterday after I got out of work. I was getting back here on the bike. And he's like, man, that's a hell of a van. I go, yeah, it's pretty awesome. He's like, ah, man, I wish I did something like that when I was your age. Like, I hate hearing that. I don't know. I don't hate it like, I hate it for him. You know what I mean? Like, that sucks. To have wished you did something. Like, I don't know. Like, is my life perfect? Fuck no. Do I, like, wish I did other things? No. You know what I mean? That's like a crappy way to live, I think. Like, I think the worst part of it all is, like, none of it's, like, permanent or, like, non-recoverable from. I've been on this sausage kick, but, like, for some reason, I'm not a fan of the skin, like the casing on the sausage, on my egg sandwich. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you. But I'm just a fan of not having it on there. No, I don't want to eat intestines of an animal. If it's real casing, I don't even know. And then if it's not, what am I eating? Plastic? Anywho, back on topic here. Like, if he wishes he lived in a van and, like, traveled, like, what else hasn't he done? You know? maybe that's it, hopefully. But like, just to be like sitting, like, yo, what happens when he's like, obviously I hope it never happens, but like, what happens if the guy's like laid up into bed, sick, like dying, or like some terminal illness? He's not necessarily dying, but he's just like, has nothing but time to be laying there thinking like, oh, what if I had done that? Oh, I wish I did that. Like, yo, that would suck. Like, bad. And I'm just over here like, why didn't you? You know, like what is the worst that happens? Like, the worst that happens in this situation is, I need to be careful here, because for some reason, I don't always speak things into truth, but like when I say things, sometimes they happen. It's like, worst thing that happens here, like, the van gets robbed, it gets stolen, it gets totaled, you know, something like that. Like, that's like, all right, well, like, I don't have a backup plan. I mean, I don't have a house that I can be like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna go live back there, like, my fun's over. No. Like, no backup plan. And I don't have a pocket full of money either. Like, nope. All my pocket full of money is in this thing. And if it got totaled, like, there's only a handful of things I could sell. You know what I mean? Like, the refrigerator, if it survived, and I could probably get maybe $500 for it. You know what I mean? Other than that, I mean, what am I selling? You know? Like, you know what I mean? Especially if it, like, rolled or got totaled or something. Depending on how it happened. Like if I got, like, T-boned or something, or say it, like, wrapped around a tree, like, all this stuff's gonna be busted up. Like, there's nothing sellable, you know? But where I'm going with that is, like, worst case scenario, the thing gets totaled, right? And I just have to start back from, like, zero, essentially. Either with another van, or I'm like, hey, that was fun, but you know what? I decided I want to stay in one place. This is where I want to stay. Like, that's where I'm going to go stay. I'm like, okay. Like, second scenario, or, like, second option, like, worst case thing, I lose my job, I can't collect unemployment, and I have no money to make the payment. I don't have anything saved. Like, I can't, like, stay afloat on my bills, and this thing either, like, gets repoed, or I go bankrupt, and I have to, like, file bankruptcy. Like, okay. I don't know the, like, real facts on it, but, like, bankruptcy is, like, a pretty fucking common thing nowadays. And it's, like, 100% recoverable from. It takes a little bit, but, like, totally doable. Like, totally doable. Like, okay. So, like, all these, like, worst case things, like, they're just totally... They're a bad situation, no question about it. But you can, like, recover from it. Like, fairly easily. Is it, like, shitty that happened? Yeah, absolutely. But is it worth, like, skipping that portion of your life that you're interested in to then just not do it at all and play it safe? Like, I don't think so. It's funny though, because some people find this, like, so crazy and risky and, like, oh my gosh, like, how could you do that? Or, like, I wish I had, like, the, you know, guts to do it, or whatever you want to call it. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, you did what? You want a $10 scratch-off ticket? How? Are you crazy? I can't afford that. Like, Like, what if you don't get anything back on that $10? Like, you bought 10 lottery tickets? Like, you handed over that money, and, like, you're okay with that? Like, you're not going to get anything, most likely. So, I mean, I'm fucking stupid and nuts for that, because, like, oh, no, that's, like, a little bit too much. That's a little burnt. It'll be alright. It's like, that's kind of funny because I'm crazy in that aspect of, like, I couldn't tell you the last time I gambled. Couldn't tell you. Like, I'm not really, like, advocating it, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I should do more of that. But, I mean, a dude I'm working with right now at 18 won a $50,000 scratch-off ticket for $5. But, I mean, he also might have a gambling problem. I don't know. Because, like, to be already starting scratch-offs at 18, and, like, he's still going. But he's also still working a lot. But, I mean, hey, that's whatever. But it's, like, funny hearing like risk tolerances, and like people think this is like the wildest, craziest thing, and like they wish they did that because like I don't know, maybe they had like a time in their life when they liked to travel or thought they wanted to or whatever, and they just never did it because they thought it's too risky. Like what is so risky about it? You know, especially now. Like right now, with the way like nobody can find anybody to work, just drop your ego and go fucking work at Dunkin' Donuts if you had to. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't matter. Just make it work. Which I would absolutely do if like, hey, quit eating trash. Like if I had to do that, that's what I would do. Like, oh well, it is what it is. But just to completely like negate that part of your like, not your life, but like your desires, I guess. Like, damn, dude, like that fucking sucks. Like, I don't know. I guess my ramble here is to tell you, like, don't do that. Don't just not do something. Because you don't know, like, maybe it'll work out. Or maybe it won't. Would I say this is working out? Absolutely. Would I say, is it, like, super sustainable for the rest of my life? Fuck no. I can already tell I'm getting absolutely spoiled that I can shower every day. Like, yes, I was showering last night, and I was like, man, like, I gotta quit coming in here to shower. Cause like, it's gonna stop. You know what I mean? Like, depending on the next job, most likely I'm not gonna get a hotel paid for. Depending on where it is and how long it is, who knows, maybe I'll get a gym membership. So I mean, there's options, but also I'm just like, man, like, and even then though, like, a gym shower isn't like a house shower, you know? Like, same but different. It is a shower, but still don't feel as clean. Oh, got some shell in there, bud. Oh, I got 2 pieces. Whoopsies. There you go. Yeah, so I'm already thinking like, all right, maybe I got to go Wednesdays without showering. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I gotta go into a shower schedule, that way I don't get too used to getting like 7-day-a-week showers. I don't know, because I'm only like a week or so into this, and I'm just like, this is great. This is amazing. Forgot what this is like. Not a bad thing, and like I was saying before, like I could shower more when I'm on the road. I just kind of like, I guess I choose not to, like. And it's not the easiest thing to do, but like, it's also not the most difficult either. Like, I make it out to be like this huge production, which it's not as easy as just turning on the water, but it's also not, it's not a 30-minute process to get showered. Sometimes it's a 30-minute process to find a place to shower. So there's that, but that's usually like the first time or two. And then after that, if I'm in the same area, like, I've figured out, like, okay, that was a good spot to shower, that was not a good spot to shower because I had a shower visitor. But yeah, all right, so the ramble, folks, if you're like thinking about doing something, send it. Send it. What is the worst that happens? What's the worst that happens? You win a $50,000 lottery ticket? Or scratch off? Or maybe you go bankrupt. Or maybe you just, I don't know, it maybe doesn't work out how you think it's gonna work out. Won't know until you try. But like, man, I couldn't think about like being old and then like sitting there and thinking like, man, like, what if I had done that? What would my life look like if I lived in a van? Like, what would it look like if I just up and left my job because I was absolutely miserable, that it was sucking the life out of me, and found another job? Because there's a ton of them out there. Like, yeah. Crazy. Crazy. But alright, I think that's it. I gotta be up so early to do all this and hopefully get this video uploaded, because if not, I already talked about it, but it happened yesterday. I started uploading the video, finishing up my day, like in the morning here, like I was eating my breakfast, or apply for the walk, so you go to the bathroom because he's such a shy bathroom goer. Where was I going with this? Oh, upload the video. And by the time, and it still wasn't ready by the time I had to go to work. I rode my bike to work. I'm like, all right, it'll finish up on the ride. I mean, it's only like a 15-minute bicycle ride. So I do that. I get into, you know, we're doing a bunch of training, classroom stuff. So I get in there, you know, like check it, and it's still going. I'm like, ah. All right, I'm gonna let it go for like 30 minutes and it should be fine. Nope. Dude, this sub base is like, there's so many people. I talked about it, the fucking traffic, man. The bicycle is the way to go, 100%, no questions asked. Like, if I had to, you couldn't pay me enough. Well, you could, but what I know, what everybody on there is getting paid for the most part. Like, if you're a federal worker, like, you're on a scale. Like, and if you tell me your number, like, I can literally go look it up online, like, what grade you are and what you make. Which, no big deal. I'm not, like, pish-poshing at that. Like, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, but, dude, for what they make and how much time of, like, how much of their own time they spend sitting in traffic, like, you're not getting paid for that. I'd go nuts. I would go absolutely nuts. Like, you'd have to be paying me like 45 to 50 bucks an hour for me to even entertain sitting in that kind of traffic on a daily basis. And like, you would have to almost, because you can't afford the, like, any type of housing that's around here. It's absolutely astronomical. So you'd have to be commuting in like 30, 40 minutes like away from here. You know what I mean? Like, you're in a different town or city and you'd be driving in to come to work. But then like your 30-minute commute isn't 35 because you got to park and walk. It's like an hour because you need to find a parking spot, and then it's like a 20-minute walk into work. Like, bro, no way. And they're not even making close to 50 bucks an hour. Like, their top like supervisor or like top journeyman shop worker makes like 34, which, don't get me wrong, 34 is a good wage. That's a good hourly wage. Like, I don't know if they get a bunch of overtime or not. Maybe they do, I don't know. Like, you get overtime, that's a good check, you know what I mean? But with taxes and all that, like, and just between taxes and the free time that you're just sitting there in traffic, dude, I'd lose my shit. Like, there's nowhere on it. I did it for 2 days and was like, something's gotta change here. Like, no fucking way am I doing this for the couple months that I'm gonna be here. Like, no way. Like, But bicycle, 15 minutes each way. Boom, boom, done. And and it's kind of the best because I can't help but like have a shit-eating grin like as I'm riding my bicycle in, because I'm just like flying past all this traffic. It's crazy. But I guess all that to say, my video didn't finish uploading yesterday. And the cell network there is like demolished because you got, you know, 5,000-6,000 people using the cell network on this like 1 square mile blip on a map. Like, dude, like, no way. But all right, I gotta go so I could make lunch, pack that, get Pilot out for a walk, eat my egg sandwich, my egg Sammy, and go from there. All right, folks, you have a good rest of your day, and yeah, talk to you later.